I'm not a racist. I made a terrible, terrible mistake. And I'm here with you today to apologize and to ask for forgiveness for all the people that I've hurt. And I've hurt so many people, so many innocent people. And I've hurt myself. You know, I spoke to a girl that I was fond of. And I don't know why I can never, when I listen to that tape, I don't even know how I could say words like that. I'm not a racist. I love people. I always have. But those words came out of my mouth, I guess. And I'm so sorry. And I'm so apologetic.
What are you sorry about?
Well, I'm sorry that so many people are hurt. My little grandchild goes to a Catholic nursery, and they were passing around candy to everybody. When they got to her, they said, "We don't give candy to racists." 7 and 9. So it hurts me. I hurt my ex-wife. She is a beautiful person. She goes to the hospital, and she's a volunteer at Cedars-Sinai. When I went to law school, she worked at the Children's Hospital. She's a giver. She works. At this stage in her life, she still works. She didn't need this.
Are you talking about
Her whole life blew up.
Are you talking about Shelley?
Shelley, yes. I never dreamt that this could happen. It's a terrible, terrible nightmare.
Let me ask you, let's start by talking about the tape. Did you know you were being recorded?
No, of course not. Of course not. No.
Do you know when it was recorded? Were you together in a room with V. Stiviano?
Yes, well, I remember some of the dialogue in a living room.
So it was just you and her in the room?
And just the two of us, yes.
So you didn't know she was recording, or there was a recording device?
No, I didn't know she was recording. And she was talking so strange all of a sudden about politics. But I want to explain a couple things that I said. One of the things that I said was, don't bring blacks to my game. Well, there's 25% of my whole game are black people, and I love them. She would always use the word black. That's a black girl, that's a black guy, this is black, that's black. So when she said to me, I'm going to bring 4 gorgeous black guys to the game, players she was referring to, either football or basketball, I was a little jealous maybe, and I
When
said,
did she say that?
Just before. And I said to her, don't bring them to the game because of my jealousy. I mean, in any event, she never brought anybody to the game. It was like she was baiting me just to say things.
So you're saying before the recording that we heard, she had said she was going to bring 4 black players, and she specifically said black players.
Yes.
And you're saying that's what this conversation stemmed from?
Yes. And so I used her words. I mean, I really have to apologize to all the people that have been hurt. For them to hear that I'm a possible racist is so painful to me, because I'm not a racist, and I've never been a racist.
When you saw
me.
them take off wear their warm-up jerseys reverse so the name Clippers wasn't on in that first game, what did you think?
I really didn't pay attention to that. They are Clippers, and they're mine, and I'm theirs. That's how I feel. I would do anything for them. I made a mistake. I hope it's in their heart to forgive me for that mistake.
When you say
I
that
didn't
they're
mean it.
mine,
I said a few words. I don't know why the girl had me say those things.
you're saying you were set up.
Well, yes, I was baited. I mean, it's not the way I talk. I don't talk about people, for one thing, ever. Well, I talk about ideas and other things, but I don't talk about people.
Do you know how the tape got released?
No.
Do you think she did it?
I don't know. I mean, an 80-year-old man is kind of foolish, and I'm kind of foolish. I thought she liked me and really cared for me. I guess being 51 years older than her, I was deluding myself.
Were you in a relationship with her? An intimate relationship?
Well, I don't know what you mean by intimate. I think
She says you weren't. She told Barbara Walters that you weren't.
well,
That she is your protector, she's your right hand.
I don't think a gentleman should discuss his, any of the personal items that go on with a woman, and I don't want to answer that particular question.
Do you trust her now?
No, I don't trust her, and I just wish I could ask her why. And if she was just setting me up, I think that people say she was taping me for 2 years. So maybe I was just fooling myself thinking for 2 years that she cared for me. She certainly acted like it.
Her lawyer had made a statement that she was your archivist.
What does that mean?
That
I mean, too young for archives.
you don't want to have your story written just yet?
No.
So you didn't know the tape was being made. When you first heard that the tape was released, did you automatically remember making those statements?
No. No.
A lawyer of hers claims that she gave some of the recordings to her friends and that one of the friends sold it to TMZ. Do you believe that?
I really don't know. I don't really want to talk about her. I want to talk about me and the mistakes that I made, and I want to correct them.
Okay, well, let's talk about you then. Let's talk about
Because
the tape itself. Let's talk about the actual statements.
I'm responsible. I wanted to apologize also to my partners. I have 29 partners in a league that's a wonderful league. I respect them, and I love every owner. Every owner knows me. I love the commissioner. I'm sure that it's terribly difficult for him to impose severe punishment because he knows me so well. But here he is trying his best. The league actually believes in doing everything in their power to eliminate it, racism. And here he's sitting there behind his desk, I guess, and this explosion comes on his desk, and I